What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Boozer here. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you guys having a good day so far, and hopefully you guys got a good CVC going on. In today's video, we're going to be talking a little bit about the upcoming Titan event here for Folan Silverhart's 5-star soul, along with some other goodies. We do see the Princely Titan event. It is on deck right now. It's going to be opening in about 17 and a half hours. And it looks like we'll be earning Blossom points. Blossom points for Mr. Prince here. We discussed briefly the merits of going for his 5-star soul in the previous video that I did yesterday. Now, Folan Silverhart, I think, definitely does benefit from having a 5-star soul. Obviously, he does require accuracy in his kit. So having 5 stars for accuracy really helps. He does land some critical debuffs here with decreased defense and block passives. Very strong for wave content, arena content if you want to use them there. This ability also very good, double hit AoE ability that goes through unkillable and block damage. He doesn't hit particularly hard, but he can if he scales up off of this 10% off of each debuff. And he does have the ability to land debuffs himself, as well as spread other debuffs. And this is effectively a triple hit on one champion and then followed by an AoE on everybody else. So again, not too bad against Mercurial stacks, so he can remove some of them also. So is this guy going to be your main champion for a while? If he is, then definitely consider going for his 5-star soul. If not, then perhaps take a break. Now, we are fortunate enough to have the schedule available to us, at least for the first week. So we're going to take a quick preview here at the schedule, and we'll talk about what we will need to do to increase our chances of a success, as well as prepare for what is to come in the second week, as well as the weeks afterwards in terms of this Web of Corruption event. So let's take a look here at the Plarium Play calendar. So we do have the events listed here. So first up, we do have the Sand Devil. That's not going to be part of the Titan event, even though it is overlapping into the Titan event. So first up, we have the Fire Knight. It's going to be a turn attack Fire Knight worth 40 points here. Turn attack, it's going to be very, very difficult for a lot of people unless you have multiple newts with very, very good gear. The other option is to do this, these type of events that are turn attack based on much lower difficulty. If you can do them on much lower difficulty, it costs you a little bit of energy, a little bit extra energy, but it does allow you to get the event done, get the 40 points, and move on. So Fire Knight up first, along with that Gear Hunter that we just saw. It's going to be 80 points here in the Gear Hunters. Pretty standard stuff so far. And then we do have a champion training tournament. This is the tournament version, so we are allowed to use books for points, ascensions for points. 100 points in this training tournament. Doesn't look like there's going to be any additional incentive, no winner take all or anything like that, at least what's posted right now. We do have a event dungeon tournament also for 50 points. Now, this one is where, again, I'll offer you guys a little bit of strategical tip here. For this one, the tournament, you can get good amount of points by doing level 20. But if you want to do the points towards the Gear Hunters, so more efficient points towards Gear Hunters, you want to do level 3. So the reason why level 3 is very strong on the event dungeon is that they don't drop any brews, so that you're just getting artifacts and you're just getting more points than usual towards Gear Hunter events. However, for the tournament, you're not getting as much points as you would be doing level 20. So you kind of have to mix and match if depending what you need. If you're really short on time, on energy, then you want maximum points for the Gear Hunter, then do level 3. If you want a mix of both, I recommend probably doing 20 or 16. Running alongside that event, we do have the Ice Golem event. It is going to be turn attack also for 40 points. Again, turn attack can be very difficult, especially for Ice Golem also. So if you're not, really optimized in terms of a team, definitely do a lower level just to get it done for 40 points there. We have Classic Arena here for 30 points, pretty standard. And the big thing here is the Summon Rush. So we have the Summon Rush coming in the first week. It's worth 300 points. This is massive amount of points. Yeah, it's probably going to be running alongside a progressive event. We don't know right now, but these are pretty massive events, massive amount of points. We're probably expecting at least, I would say, like 10 Sacred Shards. A bit of a guess, but 10 or 11 Sacred Shards probably worth the points. Definitely very heavy. If you guys are still interested in that Folan 5-star soul, keep in mind that there's going to be a total of 1,750 points, and we only need 1,500, which means you can skip 250 points. So if you're low on shards right now, perhaps you can skip 250 points from this summon rush. But there's actually good reason why you shouldn't probably skip all your points in this summon rush, because it's probably likely that we're going to get a deck of fate probably sometime next week. And in deck of fates, if there's Titan points, even if there's just 100 Titan points in there, it's very hard to guarantee yourself the full 100 points from a deck of fate unless you can complete the entire deck. So leaving yourself up to that chance is very difficult, especially when you're very desperate for points. So I would say you probably want to get as many points as you can, just because we are very, very worried about the unknown next week. But you can still skip 250 points worth of stuff. Gear enhancement event, 60 points here. Usually this is a higher threshold, I think. So keep in mind, you do need a bunch of silver. And then we have Spider, Special Rules Spider, happening at the end of the week. This one's for 40 points. Now, it doesn't say exactly what it is right now. It just says limited champion pool, so we don't know exactly what the conditions will be. All right, so for a different look at the calendar here, we're using RSLX here. It just lays it out a little bit nicer. So we see the point totals, we see the events. The big one here, like I said, is going to be the Summon Rush for 300. And you really want to just try to complete as much as you can from all these other events. Obviously, some of these will take some energy, but there is some double dipping and triple dipping opportunities here. We have this Gear Hunter that overlaps, 4 of these events: Fire Knight, Ice Golem, Champion Train, and Event Dungeon. So there's a lot of overlap here, so it shouldn't be too bad. And then we have this classic arena. We probably will have a Gear Hunters coming in at the end of the Spider special rules, but we'll have to see. Might even be like a Gear Hunters Deck of Fate happening on the Tuesday, right? In any event, the first week looks like there's 740 points, which means the next week is going to be 990. No, actually, is it 900? Sorry. 810. Sorry, my math is no good. Actually, no, it's more than 810. Sorry, it's 900. Oh my God, my math. Sorry, it's 1010. So there's going to be 1010 points available next week. That's quite a bit of points in the second week of this Titan event. Might end up seeing something, like I said, a Deck of Fate, maybe even a Hero's Path. We do have a, like I said, Summon Rush this week. Next week should be a Champion Chase, and it should be 2x Voids. Maybe things change it up. I don't know. We've seen Plarium do that before, replace Champion Chase with like Hero's Path and stuff like that. Could be really, really big. I would definitely recommend getting as many points as you can this week. And then once we know more information next week, then we can make a proper assessment. As for what is to come, so let's take a look at this screenshot here from the initial deck that we had for the Web of Corruption event. So we know here that we just finished off the fusion, of course, for Folan Silverhart. So we just finished that guy off. Oops, that's pretty suggestive part to put that. Let's change that up to, let's go green. Let's go done. All right, so that's done. So we know that this guy is going to be the free loyalty program champion, and he's probably going to happen in the first week of July. That's my guess. Starting of the second phase of the Web of Corruption. So we'll get a free champion next month. He's a attack-based damage dealer. He has hero reduction in his kit, and I believe he has leech also. Otherwise, his kit has not been disclosed yet. Rhea the Morn is the event dungeon boss. She is probably not going to get offered in any way, in kind of a guaranteed way. The only thing that we probably maybe can hope for is she's a winner take all in something like a champion chase. That's kind of the only way I can see her being offered. I think she's a little bit too strong. But yeah, that's kind of what my thoughts are. Of these 2 champions here, these guys are probably going to be the guaranteed champions that we can look forward to. At least one of them, if not both of them, will probably be offered during the next 6 weeks. Probably in Deck of Fates or Hero Path, or I think probably both. And I would believe that both of their souls would also be up for grabs in some way or another, either winner take alls or part of the Hero Path event as well. Both of these champions are cool. It really comes down to what your account needs. They do different stuff. Varco's really top damage dealer, PvE, very good threat for PvP, especially if you have him paired up with Mavar in any kind of content. Talena is an interesting champion. Definitely going to go for her because she's a huge help for High Elves faction wars. She has some PvE usage. She'll also pinch in for like PvP purposes. Definitely interesting champion, definitely good enough to go for in times of guaranteed types of events. And then lastly, we have this Hagaba, the Nest Maid. So this champion is going to be the next fusion. This is, we already know this, and that's probably going to happen right after this Titan event. So the Titan event, I believe, ends on the 1st or the 2nd. So the 1st or the 2nd, it's going to lead into the weekend. So Friday, Saturday, Sundays. Friday is the 3rd. All right, so it's probably going to lead, and then we're going to start right away with Hagaba, the Nest Maid, right away. We what we know about Hagaba is that she is a bomb champion. She's a bomb champion. From the initial gameplay footage that we saw, she was a place bomb, and I believe she also has leech. Now, bombs nowadays are not particularly strong or anything like that. In the Mercurial meta, they were quite good against Stone Skin, but not against Mercurial. Is she going to be good in like PvE content? I'm not too sure about that. Probably have to wait for some playtesting, but I highly doubt that she's going to be a top PvE champion either. So this might be the opportunity for you guys to come in and do your token exchange. I know it's going to be the first fusion that you guys will have the opportunity to do the token exchange for a 3 token champion. Her fusion will be a classic fusion as mentioned here. So that means you have to, collect rares, level them up, and then fuse them into epics, level them up, and then fuse the epics into the legendary. And then if you have a token exchange, then exchange the champion for whatever of your choice. But she's going to happen after the Titan event. So it really depends how you guys are going to structure your next couple of weeks. Is this Titan event very important, impactful for you guys? Somebody that you guys really want to focus on? Let's say you don't have any resources for the next fusion, for example. Maybe you guys are more interested in Folan Soul. Generally speaking, as a general rule of thumb for myself, for earlier progressing players, definitely go for the champion. Worry about the soul afterwards, because the soul can always come with time. You'll eventually get whatever soul you want. It just takes time to grind out the resources, to wait for the soul to purchase. But the champion may never come again in your account. So that's always very, very top priority. If you had a choice, always go for the champion. As mentioned, the kits and really any kind of testing for Hagaba and Valerian haven't been disclosed yet, so we have no idea. We're just basing off what we saw from the playtest video, not even the playtest video, from the teaser video that we saw. It's like 3 seconds of their skills. So, for all we know, they could be awesome. So we have no idea right now. And coming back to the first week's calendar for the Titan event, now all of this, it looks pretty straightforward. I don't expect it to be any kind of surprises for this week, but next week I definitely expect some kind of surprise. Either the champion chase gets replaced by a hero's path with lots of Titan points, perhaps for a champion and a soul. That would be crazy. Champion, soul, plus Titan event. That could be a huge event. If you guys are not aware, those types of events, a champion's worth between 15 and 20 sacred shards worth of points. It's usually shard related. There's an energy component, but the energy component is going to be, you're probably going to knock off like 1 sacred shard or 2 sacred shards usually. And then the soul is usually around 15 to 20 soul sacred shards worth of points as well. And if you need Titan points along the way, it could be an extra, who knows how many tacked onto that. So this week or the upcoming week for the first week of Titan event, hang tight. I don't expect anything crazy, but the week afterwards, I definitely expect something to drop, either a midweek Deck of Fate or the end of the week Hero's Path, just to throw some extra stakes into getting the Titan points to finish off your Titan event. Just some speculation on my end, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think about Folan Silverhart. Are you guys going to go for his 5-star soul? I know you guys are probably finishing him up. It's the last day for the fusion. Make sure you guys grab him. You guys don't need to pull him or anything. You guys can just leave him in your portal and then pull him whenever the time makes sense. But yeah, let me know if you guys pulled him. Let me know if you guys are using him. It looks like a pretty cool champ. He was definitely useful in my playtest videos for at least Faction Wars Hard. So I'll definitely be pulling him and using him for that. But yeah, let me know. And let me know if you guys are going for his 5-star soul. Appreciate you guys watching until the end. Have a great day. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.